8. Catcher, baseball.
There he goes, and Molina from his knees. Oh!
Sticking with a similar theme, the catcher is responsible for catching the pitches delivered by the pitcher. What makes this position so tough is the number of different responsibilities that come with it.
Swing and a miss. Posey's throw, double play.
For example, the catcher typically calls the game, which means he has to know each batter's strengths and weaknesses to call the right pitches at the right time. He's responsible for preventing base runners from stealing bases, meaning he has to have a strong arm, and he typically aligns the defensive fielders. Oh, and he also has to catch a 100-mile-per-hour fastball while remaining in a crouch position for 9 innings.
Oh, what a throw! He got it! A perfect throw by Cervelli.
Number 7. All positions, water polo.
One time at 2 meters, so SC had to go the long way around the horn.
While there are several different positions in water polo, we've included all water polo players for the number 7 spot on our list. These players need to be exceptional swimmers, as they play in a deep pool that limits or prevents them from standing. As such, they also need excellent stamina to be able to swim constantly. They also need to be coordinated enough to catch and shoot the ball with just one hand. And, although you may not be able to see it, there is a lot of physical contact that happens above and below the water.
Morelli inside to Nick Bell. SC's in front. Their first goal in an hour.
Number 6. Goalie, lacrosse. Playing goalie seems easy enough. All you do is keep the ball out of the net. While it may be simple, it definitely isn't easy. Lacrosse goalies need to be fearless, and not only because professional lacrosse players can shoot the ball at over 100 miles per hour. They also must have lightning-fast reflexes and short memories, since many lacrosse games end with a ton of goals scored. To succeed, it's best to forget these as quickly as possible and focus on your next move. Finally, lacrosse goalies have a larger cross on their stick, which makes it easier to stop the ball, but makes it much harder to pass the ball to players on their team.
Nice feed to Crowley, who gets underneath. Save Adams.
Number 5. Scrum half, rugby.
When you just want to get in there and get it away, it's about getting the ball from A to B as quick as you can.
Rugby is one of the most physically demanding sports there is, so all players on the field need physical strength and a lot of toughness and durability. The scrum half, or halfback, however, needs to be able to control the game as well. They're typically the first person to receive the ball from the dummy half, and thus must make the important decision on which way to lead the attack. The scrum half needs to be one of the most reliable players on the team, who knows the ins and outs of their squad's attack structure.
If the guards' eyes are off, I know I can attack him. If he's on me, I know I've got to use my forwards, got to use the big guys around the corners.
Number 4. Pitcher, baseball.
2-2. Swung and a missed, he struck him out.
The physical requirements of pitching alone make it one of the most difficult positions in sports. It is the fastest motion of any human activity. Pitchers also need to have tremendous mental toughness. When they screw up, everyone in the stadium and watching on TV knows it.
League fielded the ball and looked past Uribe to an empty third base and then committed another error.
Number 3. Quarterback, American football.
Brady with a hitch and a throw to the left, and it's caught by LaBelle!
Similar to pitching, throwing a football puts a tremendous amount of stress on the arm. Quarterbacks have to deal with a lot more than that, however. First, they need to be able to memorize the entire playbook and know the responsibilities of each player on the offense. They must also accurately read defenses and break down holes in coverage. Then, they have to deliver accurate passes that put their receivers in position to make plays after the catch. To top it off, they have to do all of this while several defenders are coming for them at full speed.
And Brady, again under attack, steps out of it and is able to get it to Edelman, who's getting him in field goal range.
Number 2. Goalie, hockey.
Oh my stars! What a stop by Carey Price!
Hockey goalies are known for being, well, a little quirky to put it nicely. But can you blame them? They have to put their bodies in front of 100-mile-per-hour slap shots, and only in the last few decades have they started wearing masks. Of course, they also have to be able to skate and have the durability to stop 30-plus shots a game. On top of that, they are typically the target of opposing teams' fans, and if they let in a weak goal, they will immediately hear about it. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Shots in front, they score! Jonathan Taylor!
Bell has gone for the shot. Oh! Not only has he gone for it, he's absolutely nailed it!
That's the really fast ball to Courtney Lawes. He beats his man into the air, and he wants the ball in his hands before the defence reacts.
Newton throws and it's intercepted. Earl Thomas with his second interception in 2 games.
Handful of shots each game. They are responsible for defending an 8-by-24-foot net, however, which would be hard to defend for someone like Shaq, let alone a regular-sized human.
Doumbia and Joe Hart does get to it.
You won't see them wearing any protective gear, despite the fact that players can kick the ball as fast as 70 miles per hour. Plus, they're also responsible for organizing their team's defense due to the fact that they can see the entire field. And if they let in a bad goal, you can almost guarantee they will spend years on the blooper reel.
Whoops-a-daisy. Obama, what a mistake!